I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Jean Cosplay, and we're back, guys! It's been so long!
Yes, if you guys are not watching other videos of ours, you may not know, but we have moved, and the few weeks before and after the move were crazy. We're not close to where we used to be. Like, we are a few hours away from our previous home, so the move was intense, and we had to make so many trips to bring everything here. So that's why we've been
trying to move out during March in the snow.
Well, that wasn't much of a problem. It's just that it was pretty far away. So every day we spent, just driving over here and bringing boxes. So that's why we've been MIA.
Yeah. But
we're back, and we're really happy to be back in our new studio. We're not completely done with the putting up lights and stuff, and making sure that everything is set, because we want to change some things. Like, we want to use the TV instead of the computer to watch our stuff. We think we might put some lights up.
So,
but in the meantime,
we're not there yet, but almost.
In the meantime, this will do, and we like it pretty much already. So that's it about the news. We're ready to go back into The Boys because it's been so long, and we left on a crazy note, actually, because we found out that babies have been turned into Supes by Vaughn. So that's crazy.
They're forming an army of Soup.
Yes, they're basically giving them Compound V to give them powers. So, and we know what it means. When you create the babies with the powers, you control the babies, you raise the babies, so you basically end up with an army. Yeah. And it's dangerous. So we know what's going on there. And aside from that, Huey and Starlight kind of came to, not an understanding, but they opened up a little. He told her about his girlfriend, and she basically just didn't give a shit last episode. She was done. She gave a speech about her not wanting to follow the guidelines of a superhero, and she almost outed the Deep, but it didn't happen.
I don't know if I should feel relieved or not.
For him, relief.
Yeah.
For her, well, it's her decision. But in any case, I'm excited to see where their couple is going, and what's going to happen with the company when it comes to Starlight, because I don't think they will like that she said all that last episode.
Yeah, she's going kind of rogue now, so...
Yeah, that wasn't... I mean, when you're Homelander, you can probably do it and be fine, even though people get mad at him. He can do it and still be fine, but she's new, so doing that is not a good thing.
Yeah, so let's hope nothing bad happens to her.
Let's see in this episode if something happens or not.
Okay.
Let's go.
I really like Butcher's character, but
as long
as he's dead set on treating all the Supes the same, I don't think that he's gonna go far. Hey, both. Sorry guys. So as long he's thinking of treating all the Supes the same and putting them all in the same basket, he won't go that far, because he's gonna need men or women power.
He's a man on a mission, I loved him in this episode. Actually, I loved the episode. Just the way it was recorded, the way it was shot and thought out. But we got some real answers, and that's... this episode is called The Innocents, and it's about getting to the truth. Everything that was shown to everyone, whether it's part of their videos that they're making, or Starlight's speech, or even Butcher's persona, what he's trying to show to Huey at the group meeting, everything that's been shown is false or turned into a lie. Yeah. But then we got to see behind the scenes. We got to see the actual truth behind it, and it's so very different from what they're trying to say to the public. And it's the same with Butcher. He's pretending to be this badass guy who's in control, and he definitely knows what he's doing, and he knows where he's going, but he's got so much anger that it, like you said, it's clouding his judgment a lot, and unfortunately it's kind of stopping him from succeeding, I think, because with superheroes on his side, with actual superheroes who want to help, he could have, stopped Homelander a long time ago, maybe. Then at the same time, he's saying that we can't trust the superheroes, and then you get to see, what's his name? Mesmer turn on them and betray them, just like he said he probably would. So, yeah. And now Homelander has their faces, and he probably can get, their names, and it's going to be easier for him to find them.
To be fair, though, with Mesmer, he knew that his daughter wouldn't want to see him, that she wasn't just forced to meet him.
Well, they thought,
so, knowing that he can't really have his daughter because of that, the only option that he has left is just try to become something and trying to get back the gratitude of both.
I think their mistake was that they thought they had something over him and they tried to manipulate him into helping them. And that's different with Starlight, who's genuinely happy with Huey and who has genuine feelings for him. So if he told her the truth, I'm pretty sure she would be mad, but maybe there's still a chance that she would listen because she has those real feelings. And you've got, what's her name? The Asian girl. Kimiko.
Kimiko, yeah.
Kimiko, who also developed something real with Frenchie. She's got her relationship, she's got a bond, and she was trusted with a choice. You decide, do you go back home or do you stay and help? And she chose to stay. So it's real with these two. When you take Mesmer, they try to manipulate him, they try to dangle something in front of him, thinking that they understood what he wanted and the way he wanted it, but then they forgot that he's a human being behind it all. Well, they knew he was a human being because they tried to use the fact that he was a dad for, their own benefit. But being a dad, he also, he wasn't selfish enough to force his daughter to meet him over and over again, So he decided not to be selfish with his daughter. And yes, there's also the fact that deep down, he's also, he's not a perfect human being, He did some bad stuff before. What's stopping him from doing some bad stuff now? Maybe he didn't. I thought he was genuine when he talked about his daughter. When he called and said that his daughter didn't want to meet him, and it was obvious. I thought the whole thing was genuine. So that's why I'm not saying that he didn't really care about his daughter. I think he did care. But now that he doesn't have his daughter, he's going for the next big thing, which is something bigger than these guys could ever give him because they didn't offer money or fame or anything.
Yeah.
So that's what the mistake was, They tried to manipulate him into helping them and it didn't work. So, unfortunately, that's going to lead to problems. But with Butcher, he's got to give himself the chance to know these people and see them as human beings because I'm still not sure about the whole Compound V turning everyone because even Starlight, the story could be false about her being born and blinding the doctor and stuff. But if it's not, then how come she has powers?
I don't think that maybe a mother would have lied about the fact that when she was born, she almost blinded a doctor.
So not all superheroes were given
that would have mean that maybe she got injected when she was pregnant. Because
she got polio during her pregnancy?
No, because from what we saw, I think that they might have created in lab Homelander.
Well, okay, there are many...
Unless Starlight is not really the daughter of her mother,
Well, they look similar and stuff, so I don't know. But in any case, there are many possibilities with how this all started. Either every superhero somehow was created with the V, or the V was created from a superhero when they first found one. If Homelander was a superhero from birth, and they used him to create the drug and make more of him, that could mean, that maybe somewhere other superheroes were born like this. It's just that they think that they create all the superheroes somehow. I don't know. They can possibly keep track of all the drug they've been sending. Or they used Homelander as one of the experiment to create the first superhero.
Okay, let me hear out.
Hear me out.
Hear me out, okay? Okay. What I'm thinking right now is that they create a compound V, and they create in lab Homelander. Maybe Homelander was their first success. Baby.
Yeah, that's one of the possibilities.
And with the other babies, because would we really believe that all of those parents would say that my baby was born normal and came back to me as a soup? No. No parents will believe that.
They said that they've been shipping the compound V as a polio vaccine. So they basically brought their babies to get a vaccine, and eventually they developed powers. But it started from the compound V that was hidden as a vaccine. So they don't know. They think that their babies just someday got powers. Someday they developed powers. But that's why Starlight's story doesn't match, because she says that she was born with powers. That's the story. So she can't, if she got her powers from the compound V, it can't be true, because she didn't get a vaccine until she was, older, a little bit older. So if she was born with those powers, it means that she had them from the womb.
Unless her mother lied to her.
Well, unless she lied to her, but then that's another theory. There's a lot of theories.
Yeah.
It's just that we need to figure out more about Homelander's past, and we need to hear more about Starlight's as well. We need to learn more about the possibilities, and we actually need to figure out who created Compound V to begin with.
Do you think that maybe if Homelander was born with his power, maybe he killed his parent by accident?
I don't know.
And they took him in because he was special, and they tried to do tests on him because to understand what it was.
But that's part of the theory that they, either they created him or he was born with his powers and they used him to create the drug.
Yeah.
Both could be true because he doesn't know. All he knows is that he's got that one blanket who is his actual true memory, and he's trying to pretend to be an all-American, hero, but he really does not relate to these people because he never had a childhood. He was a test baby from the start. He was a test subject, which turns his entire life into a very big tragedy, which does not excuse his attitude, especially now that we found out what he did to Butcher's wife.
Yeah.
But, and we know about the plane. We know about a bunch of stuff, and he's a hypocrite, and he's a psychopath, but then you see how he was brought up, and can we really blame him for turning this way? We do not condone what he does, but we understand.
I understand now why he's like that.
I mean, he's got no social skills, no wonder he's got mommy issues, and, affection issues, and he wants to be recognized for what he does, and he wants freedom and stuff, because he's always been in the lab. So it's pretty fucked up, but I'm really glad we got to see more about his past.
I really like also that the episode was so much about what's real and what's fake, because we technically know that the Deep wanted to be more about the ocean preservation, basically. And during his campaign, yes, everything was kind of staged, but deep down it's what he wants to do. And behind the scenes, you see him with a freaking Hummer.
Like I said, this episode was very good at trying to create a window for the truth, but we see behind the scenes, so we know that the truth that they're presenting is wrong. It's staged, it's written, even his apology was written, none of it was genuine, and he did it only because otherwise the company was going to fall with him when the truth came out. So none of what they're trying to show is true, and then we see the actual truth. We know he's got actual feelings for the sea and stuff. Maybe not the environment, but he cares about the fishes because they value him and he's got a connection with them, so he wants to help them, but he doesn't give a shit about what he does and what the consequences of his actions. So he shows up in a fucking Hummer.
And let's not forget also that we talk so much about the fact that the superheroes are so strong and maybe not easy to destroy, because with Butcher he wanted to take down the Soup, but without powers and man powers you cannot really do that. But let's not forget that the company is also a very strong opponent.
Well, yeah,
just with what they did with Starlight's story, she tried to fight them, to not play their game, and they basically use old footage of what she said and what she did to create a fake story about her.
She said that she wasn't gonna accept, all the lies and all the red carpets and stuff. Like, she doesn't want the celebrity life, but they told her that, celebrities are made, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're turning her story into a script, and they are using her to create a product, and she has no control over it because they own her. So I think that's why she wants to run away, but unfortunately, Huey is not going to be able, I think, to give her that, because I love that he did that jump, that last step of, kissing her and not paying attention as much to Robin's image.
Yeah.
Because that means that he's willing to move on with Starlight, and it's great. But then Butcher is kind of done with all the pretense, so he basically threatened him to tell the truth to Starlight, and Huey is probably going to be very afraid of that, so I don't think he's going to... I think that to protect her, and to protect him and his relationship with her, he's going to stay away.
Yeah.
Stay away, use her. We'll see. But as long as Butcher is a threat, as long as Butcher is, set on hating all the superheroes and set on, using them to destroy them all, unfortunately, I don't think that the relationship is going to work. And sadly, I don't think Butcher is willing to change his mind. His entire speech was amazing at the group therapy. Like, the actor is amazing. Like, I've loved him for a long time, but I mean, it's always great to see him do stuff. And when he was put on the spot, I love that he lost control over everything because he got someone who read past his mask, past his facade, and could tell that he had some deep hurt inside of him, that he had a story to tell, and he doesn't want to face it. I also love that he did it with Huey, that he kind of opened up a little bit with him.
Trust him. That's the difference.
Yeah, there's that. And there's the fact that it's also the only maybe way to convince Huey not to follow, Starlight and date her and be vulnerable with her. But we got to hear more about his past, and it's very sad. I love him. I don't like that he's being so judgmental of all the superheroes, but I love him a lot. I think he might be my favorite character of the show.
Really?
So far.
He's nice.
He's really nice. I mean, my decision is probably being, tainted by my love for the actor, but that's something else.
That's something else. Alright. So thank you guys for watching this episode with us. It was interesting.
We got to use the TV too.
Yeah, because the computer was shit.
Well, we're working on our internet connection here, but
So thank you. And if you want to see the next one right away, it's already up on our Patreon, so the link is down below if you want to watch it now.
Check it out, yes. And if you want to watch it on YouTube, just wait 1 week and it will be up.
So we're going to see you in a week, guys.
Bye.